everybody, really quick before we get started with the video, just wanted to give a couple of quick shout outs to both Andy_Curry and Snore for being such amazing and phenomenal patrons over on my Patreon. If you guys want to have a shout out in the video as well as a Pokemon nicknamed after you, then be sure to check out my Patreon. It'll be the first link down in the description below. One more really quick note before we get started with the video. I'm doing a Halloween extravaganza stream on Twitch on Sunday. In honor of the Halloween holidays, I'm going to be streaming horror games. I'm going to be streaming Bendy and the Ink Machine, Chapter 3, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Among Us in the evening. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be an all-day thing. From 10 to 4, I'm going to be streaming Bendy and the Ink Machine and FNAF. And then later on at 9, I'm going to be streaming Among Us with a lot of amazing people like Gizmo, Monk, Snore, etc. So definitely be looking forward to that. Definitely be sure to turn on notifications on Twitch. Check it out down in the description below. And be sure to go social support, as I'm very excited for this extravaganza stream. And I hope you guys are too. Now, let's get on with the video. What's up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome everybody to the IBA Quarterfinals team preview, where this week I'm going to be going over the team that I'm going to be bringing versus MidPokeMaster and the Alabama Rollouts, or I should say the new team, as well as the old team. I figured, you know what, I'm going to do something a little bit different for the playoffs. I felt like doing this. I felt like it would be a lot of fun because, you know, wrapping up the season, it's not like people are going to steal strats from me at this point. I highly doubt it anyways, because I was looking at, like, all my possible opponents, and it was like, I'm pretty much most likely going to bring a different team every single time. So, I was like, you know what, let's just do this for fun. Let's do this for fun. Let's just chill, let's have some fun. You get it. You guys get it. So I actually have a treat for you guys. This is actually my IBA Week 10 team that I used, and for those of you who have not seen IBA Week 10, first off, be sure to check it out because it was also versus mid. Second off, we lost bad, so I definitely made some revisions. However, a lot of stuff actually stayed the same. Right here, you can see the Alabama Rollouts team. Dracovish, Melmetal, Rillaboom, Rotom, Scolipede, Slowking, Alcremie, Golbat, Palisand, Persian, and Dottler. Let's see. So, Golbat, Palisand, and Dottler, I don't think I've ever made an appearance at all, actually, believe it or not. Dracovish is the #1 kill Mon in the entire league for this season. Melmetal is a very big threat for a lot of my Pokemon, and it walls a lot of my Pokemon too. Rillaboom, Rotom Heat can be an issue as well. Scolipede, if you guys saw last week, you know what happened with that. Slowking can be really bulky and annoying. Persian can be also really bulky and annoying. Let's see. Last week, for those of you who are wondering, this is the team that I brought. My opponent brought Banded Dracovish. It was Banded. No, it was Scarf Dracovish, Assault Vest Melmetal, Choice Band Rillaboom, Life Orb Scolipede with Swords Dance, which is what swept me. Slowking, we did not see the Slowking set. And then Persian was, I don't even, did we see the Persian set? I don't know. It was a standard Persian set, probably. But, yeah. That was the team that he brought, so, and then this was the team that I brought. So, what happened was, Scolipede was able to set up and sweep me. I originally had Top Affinity with Surf Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, and Ice Beam. That was for, the Ice Beam was for the Rillaboom. Excuse me. Drapion had max HP, 68 in attack, 188 in speed. With Poison Jab, Knockoff, Swords Dance, and Earthquake, as it hit everything super hard. That was also my lead for that battle. Choice Scarf, Cure him in the back, just in case I'm able to, like, send it in and sweep once the answers for it are gone. Delmize, with the Rocky Helmet and Rapid Spin, in case I can outspeed certain things. A Bolton with the Expert Belt, Thunderfang, Player with Fire Fang, and Nuzzle, in case I was able to paralyze something. And Pistachio with the Expert Belt, Earth Power, Calm Mind, Sludge Wave, and Knockoff. So, believe it or not, even though I got horribly swept last week, I actually really like this team. However, I did make some changes going into this next battle, and I'm really proud of these changes. I think these changes work a lot better than this team in particular, and I'll show you guys why in a second. This team was overall definitely not a bad team, but the problem with it was once the downlines got crippled with being frozen, it allowed the Scolipede to come in and set up sweep. And granted, like, Scolipede could have done that against pretty much anything, but it was a problem because, you know, I didn't have as many answers as I could have had for it. So I went ahead, I changed most of the sets a little bit, but not too much. I'm going to go ahead and go into the sets that I did change right now. I hate those advertisement things. They always appear, and I hate it. So, let's see. First up, the Kyurem set. Kyurem set did not change at all. Like, it literally did not change. I debated about putting Focus Blast instead of Earth Power on it, but I realized that If I'm against the Persian, which is the one thing I'd click Focus Blast against, I'd be clicking Draco Meteor anyways, because Draco Meteor one-shots. This Kyurem set just puts in a crap ton of work against this team. If something doesn't die to a Draco Meteor, it dies to a Freeze Dry, aside from the Melmetal, which dies to an Earth Power. Dies to an Earth Power. You get my point. If it's weakened enough and it's not Assault Vest, it dies to an Earth Power. Dracovish, Freeze Dry, Melmetal, Earth Power, Rillaboom, Freeze Dry, Rotom Heat, Draco Meteor, Scolipede, Draco Meteor, and Freeze Dry probably. Slowking, Freeze Dry, Alcremie, Flash Cannon, the one reason I have Flash Cannon on there. Golbat, Freeze Dry, Palisade, Freeze Dry, you guys get it. It's just such a powerful Pokemon. I love Kyurem, I love Scarf Kyurem, it's a fantastic Pokemon. And, yeah, Kyurem in general is just a fantastic Pokemon, but Scarf is one of my personal favorite sets. Next up is the Landorus, which also did not change at all. I felt like this Landorus set just worked really well, having knockoff to knockoff items against Pokemon. Sludge Wave for the Rillaboom specifically. Earth Power Calm Mind just works extremely well against this team. Earth Power hits everything super hard. The two Pokemon that kind of wall this are the Golbat, which he didn't bring last week and he has yet to bring the entire league. As well as a couple of other things, but for the most part, this thing just puts in a crap ton of work. Expert Belt, you guys have seen me use Expert Belt Landers before. I love it to death. Such a great Pokemon. And yeah, the speed is to outspeed, max is to outspeed something. I can't, what was it to outspeed? I can't remember exactly what it was to outspeed. Maybe it was the Rillaboom? I think it was the Rillaboom. I'm not sure though. But then Special Defense Bulk is on there as well. Yeah, I love Landorus. It's a great Pokemon. Next up is Not a Bug. This is the first change that I made. The moveset stayed the same, however, the EVs slightly changed. The EVs went from HP to Defense. And I put 188 in speed to outspeed, I believe, the Rillaboom with this set. So that way Rillaboom can't Stomping Tantrum me, or whatever it wants to do. I put the investment in defense this time because most of the time Slowking is not going to want to stay in against Drapion anyways, because Drapion gets a free Swords Dance off on that point. And also because I'm pretty sure it was a roll last week when turn 1 the Dracovish almost killed me. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to let that happen again. So I've moved the HP investment to defense. And that's pretty much the only change I made with Drapion. Next up is Siren. Siren, I made a move change. I did not make an EV change, but I made a move change. And the move change was Nature's Madness. During the battle, I realized every single time I swapped in Tapu Fini, Mid was able to get in Melmetal for free. I could not hit the Melmetal with Assault Vest, so I decided to put Nature's Madness on there just in case the same situation happens, and I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that I have, I can hit the Melmetal super hard. Nature's Madness is absolutely perfect for that. It hits everything on his team super hard. It hits all the answers for this thing super hard. It's a great, just neutral play. And it's a play that it's a button that I can freely click against his team. And especially if things are weakened down, that'll allow Kyurem to sweep. Kyurem's kind of my win con, it's my best win con, I should say. Kyurem is by far my best win con because he doesn't have many things that can outspeed it or wall it. For example, once the Melmetal goes down and once the Scolipede goes down, Kyurem just kind of sweeps. So that's just something to keep in mind. And as long as certain other things are weakened down, I can just spam Freeze Dry or Draco Meteor and win. So there you go. Next up is Mr. Decay. I did change EVs and movesets. So originally I had Rapid Spin and I had investment in speed. I had some investment in special defense. I didn't have as much investment in regular defense either. I still have the Rocky Helmet, but this time I have Power Whip, Poltergeist Synthesis, and Rock Slide. And I put most of the investment in defense instead of speed, for example. I realized throughout the battle that my Rapid Spin strat was not going to work. It was very unreliable, and I would be really stupid to bring it again. So I decided to bring Rock Slide for just in case I predict a Rotom Heat switch or a Golbat switch or a Scolipede switch, something like that. This could be a good answer for Scolipede. And I put more in defense investment just so that way I can go ahead and take hits better, things like that, and be able to eat up hits in general. And I just think this set's overall going to work. And last up, but definitely not least, I swapped out Boltund and replaced it with Mantine. This is a really interesting Mantine set and one that I'm proud of. Rocky Helmet, Max HP, Max Defense, Scald, Air Slash, Roost, and Defog. So Scald's there in case I can get a cheeky burn on Dracovish, Melmetal, Rillaboom, etc. And also hits the Rotom Heat super effectively. Air Slash is there for things that, hit the flying type super effectively. Roost to recover HP. and also to get rid of the flying typing, so that way Melmetal can't kill me with the Thunder Punch, and Defog, so just in case Scolipede is the hazard center this week. I didn't know if Mid was going to change up his team at all. It worked so well last week, I don't know. I'm expecting there not to be many changes to his team. This is my thought process. I didn't expect him to change it much during prep, but I also didn't want that to screw me over, so I went ahead and brought this type of set. And I'm bringing a much bulkier team this week than I did last week, especially with like Mantine instead of Delnice. So what the plan is the Melmetal was clearly the biggest problem for me to break. That's why I'm bringing Nature's Madness on Infinity. That's why I'm bringing Dual Rocky Helmet. Again, I'm bringing Dual Rocky Helmet. I'm hoping I can play mind games with Mid and other things as well. Like Rillaboom doesn't appreciate Dual Rocky Helmet. Most things against me don't appreciate Rocky Helmet. The Dracovish can't even hit me with a Vicious Rend, so it can't just lead off and go Vicious Rend. And like Outrage it's going to take Chip from Rocky Helmet. It's going to Choice Lock itself, which means I can get a free switch into Finny. Things like that. Most things on his team don't appreciate a Rocky Helmet. Rotom Heat could be an issue, but again, that's why we're bringing a bulkier Pistachio. Although the EVs didn't change, but to get my point, we're bringing Calm 9 Landorus, which outspeeds it. We can set it to a +1, and already we can take an Overheat really, really well. So that's my Pistachio set. And also, he didn't bring Rotom Heat for whatever reason last week. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to prep for it as much. So overall, this is a bulkier team. What I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to weaken Kyurem Answers down, and Kyurem is going to be my win con. That's going to be the ideal case, or at least Kyurem will be able to pick up a bunch of KOs, and then one of my bulkier mons will be able to defensive win con. So that's kind of my goal. That's the ideal situation that I want to happen. And yeah, there you go. That's kind of my thought process. Instead of trying to outspeed things like I did last week, this time I tried to outstall, if that makes sense. I tried to outbulk him. So I tried to counter his offense with defense. Hopefully it works. You guys will see in tomorrow. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Definitely be sure to check out tomorrow's battle, because let me tell you right now, it's a crazy one. Also, it's just, it's a playoffs match. Why would you not check it out? The IBA Quarterfinals. You never know. We could get a revenge. It would be awesome. But yeah, be sure to check out the down description below. Hope you guys enjoyed these team previews. I think I'm going to do team previews for the rest of the season as well. I think I'll do one if I make it to semis, and I'll do one if I make it to finals. So there you go. Hopefully we do. So there we go. Crossing fingers. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and let me know if you guys want to see team previews in the future. Let me know if you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you nudes tomorrow on the IBA thing at 10 o'clock. Hopefully, if I can get it scheduled and all that stuff, I should be able to. But yeah, peace out, mates.